Hey guys, what's going on? It's your boy Ryan. I'm gonna talk about some stuff and also talk about this graphics card right behind me. You can see right here, right there, graphics card in my personal rig. So yeah, I'm gonna talk about a graphics card that I picked up for a really awesome deal, and I actually had to do some repairs on it. That's mainly what this video will be focusing on, with, like I said, a few tidbits here and there about other things. So let's get right into this video. So I bought a graphics card off of eBay. I don't know, probably like 2 months ago now, roughly. Bought it off of eBay. I wanted to upgrade to a more powerful graphics card so I could play 1440p at like high FPS, high settings, right, and have a good experience. I have a 1080p monitor to my right to me, and then right here, this one that you can actually see in frame is my 1440p monitor that I recently picked up about a month ago or so, give or take. And so, yeah, I picked up an RTX 3070 Ti. Hey guys, future me here butting in real quick. I wanted to show off these fans and where I got them. They're from a company called N Roberts, or N Robert, some random company name off Amazon. Probably just repackaged. Anyways, these are the fans I picked up. I'll leave a link in the description down below of these exact fans, because they do apply to a couple different variants from the MSI line of graphics cards, especially these 30 series RTX cards. So yeah, these are the fans that I used. We'll go ahead and pull them out of the box here. They are packed very nicely with bubble wrap, and I'll get a close-up of the model number of these particular ones I used in this video. So as you can see right here, we got the part number. I'll go ahead and freeze frame this so you guys can get a good look. Alright guys, this is like my third time recording this, so I'm going to make this as quick and simple as I can. As you can see here, I was just showing how wobbly each fan was. The far left one is by far the worst. There are 3 screws, one in each corner, kind of like a triangular design, right? One at each corner. There's going to be a screw up top, screw up bottom for each fan hole, if you will. So 6 screws in total hold this cover on. That red piece that I flashed on the screen was to magnetize the bit to help hold on to the screws better so I don't lose them. But as you can see here, we're taking a screw out of the bottom and top for each fan. And then this just kind of comes up and out. You got to kind of be a little gentle here and kind of finagle it out. On this model, it's a little tricky. Once you get it out, you go to set it to the side. Now be very careful. As you see there, I pointed out those cables. That's for the RGB on my model. Make sure you don't damage these. It'll be an absolute pain to repair if you do. And as you saw there, that was just me just measuring out the cables and make sure they all match in length. And now we're going to go ahead and take each screw out of each corner out for each fan, as you can see. And once we do this, we can go ahead and lift up these fans like you just saw right there. And then from here on out, we're going to go ahead and pry up on these little tabs. It's kind of hard to see in the video. You might be able to see a few of them here, me prying up on them. But they're essentially just little metal tabs kind of holding the wire in place so it doesn't go anywhere. I just kind of pried these up with a little bit of force with my screwdriver there. And then went ahead and disconnected all these fans. Now we're going to go ahead and route the new fans in. As you can see, this does take me a little while. This took me, I'd say, roughly a good 5 to 10 minutes to figure out how to route these correctly and efficiently. Because with the old fans, the wires are going to be, you know, I mean, it's under a lot of heat, so those wires are going to be malleable. Whereas these new fans with the new wires are a little bit more stiff, so you got to kind of fight with them a little bit to get them in the correct spot and orientation, if you will. But after a little bit of finagling with them and trying to force them into their spot, you're kind of good to go. And then you just got to bend these tabs back into place. Now, this is not going to be the same exact process for every single graphics card that you may try to replace the fans on, but it'll be a very similar concept in the sense that you're going to, you know, reroute everything accordingly to how you took it apart. And again, same thing with the fans. It's just reverse of what you did in the first place to take everything off. And speaking of reverse, we're doing that same exact thing here. We're basically doing the reverse of what we did to take this off. Again, gotta kind of finagle these tabs with the holes in them for the screws around the fan blades. Again, on my model, it's a little tricky. Some of the fan blades are closed and some are open, so you gotta spin these fan blades around just to get the right orientation. And as you see, they're just dropped right in. Not all graphics cards will be like this one in particular. Most graphics cards will kind of have like open slots, if you will, to drop the fan shroud in, and it shouldn't be as hard as this one. hopefully. But yeah, as you can see there, reverse basically of the install to install. And again, same thing with the screws. We're just reversing what we did to uninstall. We're just taking our screws, screwing it back into where they're supposed to be. At this part of the video though, you can see I'm putting in the connectors right now, the fan connectors, and I'm also bending those tabs back in, as I believe one of the wires was trying to poke out. But yeah, it's pretty straightforward, guys. Just find or locate rather the screws, and as you can see there, I'm showing the fan connectors, by the way, connected to the PCB. But yeah, getting back to what I was talking about, really it's just a matter of locating the screws for the fans and the fan shroud, and then taking them out, and same thing for putting them back in. As you can see here, put that bottom screw in first, and then we're going to go to this next one, put in the top one. We're going to go ahead and grab another screw. We're going to go over to the far left, I believe. Oh, nope, looks like we did in the middle here. So we're just going to screw that down. And yeah, guys, I mean, it's pretty self-explanatory. It's just a matter of literally putting everything back that you took out. And for, I guess, kind of a tip, if you want to help not forget where things go, you could take a photo technically with your phone of all the hole locations, I guess, of where you took the screws out. But really, guys, this is not that hard. And there's lots of YouTube tutorials out there, way better than mine. I'm not very good at these tutorials, guys, as you can tell. But I wanted just to share my experience with this graphics card, because this was kind of a tricky one with those fans, with the way they are. And this is also kind of a scary thing to do, I know, for some people, especially on an expensive graphics card like this RTX 3070 Ti. Pretty expensive, so definitely something you don't want to screw up. But yeah, it's really not that hard, guys. It's just a matter of being gentle, taking your time, and really just following instructions, or just taking some screws out. It's not that bad, guys. So I'm gonna go ahead and reinstall this graphics card, and we'll go ahead and wrap up this video. But yeah, when I was playing with it, I noticed it was making some noise, and actually, especially when I cranked the fan speed up to 100 one time to cool it down, because for some reason the stock fan profile on this graphics card is really weird. Like, it'll reach, you know, like 70C, for example, and the fans will only be at like 40%, if that, which is pretty low in my opinion. So I hopped on MSI Afterburner and created a custom fan curve. So now it runs pretty cool. It usually runs around 65 to 70 depending on the game and how demanding it is. So yeah, it runs better now that I fixed the fan curve. But I was noticing, like I said, when I turned the fans up to 100% one time, and it literally sounded like the graphics card was gonna like explode. Like, I think the fans were wobbling so much that they were about to like fly off or something. It was bad, guys. It was really bad. So yeah, your boy had to order some new fans for this beast right here. I hopped on Amazon because I didn't feel like waiting for eBay, and plus I just didn't want to like run into the issue of getting the wrong item and then waiting to return it. I just didn't want to go through all that hassle. So I paid the extra convenience fee of ordering through Amazon. I got the same part number that was on the original fans on this card. They matched up fine, as you'll see later in the video. I'll put it up on the screen somewhere. The fans, the model number matched. They seemed to match. Everything looked fine. And it went pretty swell, and it's honestly not as hard as some people may think. And that's partially why I wanted to create this video too, was to show you that if you ever have to change fans out on a GPU, it's really not that difficult. It's just a matter of following instructions and being very careful too. And if I can do it, then anybody can, because I'm not the most tech savvy dude in the world, even though I love tech, absolutely love tech. But my point is, it's not that hard. So I kind of wanted to show how it's done. With mine, it's a little different. It's a 3-fan model instead of a 2-fan model, or even a single fan. But the same kind of concept will apply to all graphics cards, right? Because all graphics cards are going to have 2 to 3 screws holding the fans down to the heatsink. So you can kind of apply the same concept to really any graphics card. And there's lots of tutorials out there and what have you on the internet. So there's plenty of information out there available to you publicly. But anyways, yeah, we're going to take off the fans, replace them with some new ones. And that's really it. Thanks for watching my video, guys. I hope you found something educational, useful, beneficial, what have you, out of this video. The whole purpose for me of making this video was so I can help you be more comfortable and feel more comfortable changing the fans out on your GPU. I've done this a total of just about maybe 3 times now throughout PC flipping. I know that sounds kind of crazy. You would think I've done it way more than that, but honestly, I haven't had to do it too many times. It's not that hard. That was the whole purpose of this video. I wanted to show you that it's fairly easy. You just follow instructions, be very careful, be very patient, and again, follow instructions, keep track of where you take things off, and literally it's just reverse of what you did when taking everything apart, guys. It's really that simple, that easy. So yeah, again, I hope you enjoyed this video. I hope it was helpful for you. If it was, drop me a like, and also drop me a comment down below what graphics card you're currently repairing or you're about to attempt to repair, and let me know some of your stories. Even if you have some horror stories, drop them in the comments down below. And if you're not subscribed to this channel, and if you'd like to see more content, tech related, PC related, what have you, subscribe. And I got more content coming your guys' way about every week, if not every 2 weeks. That will kind of fluctuate depending on my schedule. Anyways, guys, I'm gonna get out of here. I appreciate each and every one of you, and let's help build this channel and grow it even further. Again, subscribe, like, comment, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Peace.